Hello and welcome to Enjoy English School.
欢迎来到 Enjoy 英语学院。
I'm Stevie.
And I'm Laurie.
Today we are looking at our travel English lesson, and our dialogue today is about something that we all love, getting money, getting a tax refund.
没错，今天来到我们观光英语的单元要来看到的这个对话呢，中文的标题是申请退税。因为其实如果出去玩的话，最快乐的第一可能是 shopping， 那第二就是你 shopping 发现你买的 items 还可以退税，这可能是另外一个快乐的事情了。
Yes, of course.
所以我们赶快来看看今天的这个对话，来学一些相关的单字跟片语吧。
Okay, so...For our dialogue, we have Olivia and we have a staff member at the duty-free store. So Olivia walks up to a staff member at a duty-free store at the airport to ask some questions.
所以一开始我们来看到这个对话它的设定它的情境呢，就是 Olivia 呢，她 walks up to， 当你 walk up to somebody 的时候，就是你走向那个人，所以她走向一个 staff member， 是我们讲工作人员。那么是哪里的工作人员呢？ At a duty-free store， 是在这个一个免税商店，而且是哪里的呢？ At the airport， 是一个机场的免税商店，然后她要问一些问题。
Now, this is a word, a place that I think any of you who like to travel and shop, you have to know this name.
没错。
Duty-free store. And there are a lot of things if you go shopping in places like Thailand, if you go to Korea, to Japan, you will see places that actually say duty-free.
没错。所以呢，这个就是免税的意思那么呢，这里的 free 不是自由，它指的是免除、免于的意思，所以没有税的就是免税的所以这个是可以学起来的。
So Olivia says, "Excuse me, do you know how I can get a tax refund for some items I bought during my travels?" So she's very polite. She starts out by saying, "Excuse me," this very polite in English.And then she says, "Do you know how I can get a tax refund?" That is a sentence all by itself.
没错。
Do you know how I can get a tax refund? But a tax refund for what? For some items, some things I bought during my travels while I was traveling.
没错，所以一开始 Olivia 呢，她非常的有礼貌她先说 Excuse me， 然后接着她问说，请问你知道我如何可以得到一个退税？这个是我们直译啦你就知道说，在中文我们直接讲退税，但英文里你需要一个动词 get， 然后后面 a tax refund， 然后呢是要干嘛的退税呢？ For some items， 有一些东西呢是我在我旅行中买的，那么我如何可以得到一个退税？那其实就是我如何退税的意思。
So the staff member says, "Of course I can help you. Of course I know how to do that."
没错。
Do you have your receipts and passport with you? Now, receipt is another good word to know. Not only do you need receipts if you want to try to get a tax refund when you've been shopping overseas, but receipt is something we use in Taiwan every day, and you can possibly win money from your receipts in Taiwan.
没错，所以呢，接下来呢，这里的这位 staff member 他就说了，当然是先回答他前面的问题，我当然知道要怎么样退税，然后接着他就问他了，你有没有你的收据跟护照在你手边，在你身边呢？那么所以这里的 receipt 刚刚呢 Steve 老师讲到的就是收据，那么在台湾的话我们拿的这个收据呢有的时候是可以兑奖的所以呢是蛮重要的东西。
Now, 收据跟发票有什么差别？
收据的话呢，一般来讲它的那个效力可能跟发票不太一样发票的话上面就会有我们兑奖的那个号码那收据的话可能上面只有写一个商品名称，然后一个店的名称它不一定有那个发票号码。
So the reason I asked you that is because in English, it's the same. Because we don't have anything like the Taiwan 发票 or it's all just called a receipt, and there's not a difference.
OK, 所以原来 Stevie 老师问的原因是因为在英文里头，发票跟收据是同样一件事情但是在我们中文的话呢，它是两样东西。
Yeah.
所以你拿到的时候要注意看你是拿到发票还是拿到收据
And now Olivia says, yes, I have them here. I have my receipt and my passport here.
然后呢，这里 Olivia 就回答说有的，这里的 them 指的就是收据加护照，我都有。
The staff member says, great. The tax refund process is quite simple. So the process of getting a tax refund is easy. It's simple.
没错，所以这里呢 staff member 就说了，太棒了，这个退税 tax refund 的这个 process， 我们讲 process 呢，它既可以当动词也可以当名词，在这里它是当成名词，指的是退税的流程退税的那个作业的流程呢 is quite simple， 是相当简单的。
Then she says you can proceed to the tax refund counter just before the security check. So this word proceed. Now, proceed means to continue or to sometimes to happen. But in this case, it's a very formal way of saying go there.
没错。
And you'll see this in airports a lot. They'll say proceed to check in, proceed to something, something, and proceed to a place. And that just means go to.
对，没错。
So you can proceed to the tax refund counter, and we hear this word a lot in Taiwan, counter, just 柜台, right?
That's right.
Just before the security check. This means the counter is right before you get to the security check, you will see the tax refund counter.
所以呢，我们看到这一句讲到说 proceed 的这个动词就是我们中文讲的前往，那也等于英文里的 go 的意思。所以呢，他说你可以前往那个退税的柜台那个 counter， 我们刚刚讲柜台，退税的柜台。那么呢，这里的话，它可以指是一个是位置，就在哪里呢？那个位置就在这个安全检查的前面And it could also mean the timing, right?就是
Yes, actually. Well, and she's telling you that because you have to get that refund before you leave.
没错。
Otherwise, if you go out, then it's a 麻烦. It's a lot of trouble.
对
to try and get that.
对
So you get it. It's the place is before the security check. And also you have to do it before you go out of security. So in this case, it's both.
所以呢，这里的话呢，你注意到当你这样子写 before 的时候呢，它可以代表它的 location 就是它的地点就在安检的前面的那个位置。它也可以代表那个时间，就是你的步骤记得要 before 在安检之前先把退税做完。两个都可以。
Yep. They'll check your receipts and passport and then process your tax refund. So the tax refund counter, they will check your receipts and your passport. They will put it in the computer, then process your tax refund. And so here we saw the tax refund process as a noun, and now process is also a verb.
没错，所以呢，我们刚刚讲到说这个 process 它可以当动词也可以当名词，在这里你就看到它怎么做动词用所以他说他们会检查你的收据跟护照，然后就会处理这里的 process 我们翻成处理你的退税。
You have to spend a minimum amount of $50 for the refund, though. This just means if you want that refund, you have to do this before you get it. You have to spend at least $50. So she could have even said you have to had spent like 已经花了那个钱.
That's right.
But she's just saying, but you need to spend a minimum amount for the refund. If you don't have it, go buy more at the store.
That's the point. 所以呢，他就提醒他说不过这里的最后句子的 though 我们中文是最先讲的，不过 你必须要花费消费呢一个最低的金额叫做 minimum amount， 最低金额$50的这样子的一个消费呢才能够有退税的这个作业。
So now Olivia says, that sounds easy. Do I need to show them the products as well? This just means, do I need to show them the products also? Just my receipt and passport, or do I also have to show them the products?
没错，接着 Olivia 她就说这样听起来蛮简单的啊，然后她就再问了一个问题说，我是否需要给他们看我的这个商品呢？那这里我是否也需要，这里的也是那个最后的 as well， 然后呢 show them the products 当然就是那个 them 指的就是那个 counter， 就是那个退税的柜台。
Okay, we'll take a quick break right here, and we'll be right back with the rest of today's dialogue. Okay, we are back. And so Olivia just asked, do I need to show my products to get my tax refund? And so now the staff member answers and says, no, but make sure they're in your carry-on luggage as you'll need to present them at the security check. So you don't have to show them to get your tax money back, but make sure they're in your carry-on luggage. Carry-on, this just means the luggage, the bags that you're going to carry onto the airplane. That's called carry-on luggage. And your luggage is the baggage that you take on a trip. So make sure they're in your carry-on luggage as you will need to present them at the security check because you will need to present them or to show them at the security check.
没错，所以呢，既然这个 Olivia 问了说我需不需要把我的买的东西也秀出来给他们看呢？那么 staff member 回答说不必，在退税柜台是不必的，但是呢，你要确保 they 是这个时候是指那些 products they are in your carry-on luggage， 他们都在你的手提行李或者我们讲随身行李里头。As 这里当的是因为你将会需要呢在安检的时候呢 present them 指的就是出示那些商品。
And I don't know if this will help you remember, but one of the reasons we call it luggage, the word lug, L-U-G, means to like carry something or pull something heavy sometimes. So, I had to lug it up the stairs. I had to pull it and carry it up the stairs. And so luggage is usually like big bags that you carry on that, you take when you're traveling.
OK， 所以这里的话呢 Steve 老师刚帮我们表演的是那个 LUG lug
Yeah.
的那个语调就是你通常是拖着一个很重或背着一个很重的东西的时候会用到这个字，所以呢这里我们把它跟 luggage 这个一起背的话呢会帮助你，因为通常行李也是很重的。
Yeah.
对。
So then the staff member says also, please note that tax refunds are only applicable for goods that are meant for personal use and not commercial purposes. Okay, now they're using very formal language here because this has to do with legal things.
That's right.
Okay. When you're getting a tax refund, it's only applicable. That means you can only apply it or use it for goods. And in this case, goods are the things that you buy that are meant for personal use. Things that you buy that are just for your personal use and not commercial purposes. Purpose is a reason to do something. So commercial means for business. If you are carrying these things to sell them, you cannot get your tax back. But if it's for personal use, and then maybe you can get some money back. So she's just telling her, also, you need to know this. The tax refunds are only for things that you're going to use personally, not for things you're going to sell, not for commercial purposes.
没错。 所以呢，接下来这位 staff member 他进一步的提醒说，还有请注意，就是这个退税呢，它只适用于叫做 are only applicable for， 只适用于 goods， 这边等于它的 products， 它的买的那些东西 that are meant for personal use， 就是呢是本来就只用于个人用途，而不是 commercial purposes， 就是商业的目的的。
So, Olivia says, "Oh, thanks for letting me know. I have been wondering about this for the whole trip." I don't know why she was wondering, but she says, "Oh, thanks for telling me that. Thanks for letting me know. I was wondering about this. I was thinking about this and thinking, can I get tax back for commercial products too?" I don't know why she was wondering this, but she was.OK，
所以呢 Olivia 她就先说谢谢你让我知道，那么然后呢我一直在好奇，我一直想知道，叫做 I have been wondering about this 是指这个问题，然后是我整个旅途我都在想这个问题。
I wonder why she was wondering about this. That's a good way to use it.
That's right.
I wonder why. I don't understand. I wonder.
所以 Stevie 老师反而想知道为什么他一直想知道这个问题，这是一个绕口令。
Yeah. Okay, so now Olivia, I think she understands. But I've been wondering about this. The staff member says, "You're welcome." Oh, one more thing you need to know. Make sure you get your tax refund processed before you've gone through security, because you won't be able to do it at the gates. So this means once you pass through security, you can't come back and do it. You won't be able to do it when you get to the gate to get on the plane, because you get, if you're getting a tax refund, you get it only if you're a traveler, if you're a tourist, right? And you get it in the country that you're visiting. Like if you're from Taiwan, you can't go get a tax refund in Taiwan. Okay, this is a special tax that they give back because those people don't live here. Mm-hmm. And so, like when you travel to, let's say, Canada, anything you buy that might be tax-free, but they put tax on it, you have to get that money back in Canada before you get on the plane. And so they do it very quickly. I've heard you can get it later, but you have to send mail. You have to mail in stuff, and then you get a check. It's 很麻烦. It's a lot of trouble. And usually they just deny you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that's why she's saying, make sure you get this tax refund processed before you go through security, before you've gone through, because you can't do it. You won't be able to at the gates.
好，所以这里的话呢，他又提醒他很重要的一件事，他说 one more thing， 先讲完说不客气，然后接着说还有一件事情就是 make sure 你要确保呢 you get， 这里的 get 你可以把它翻成让你要让你的退税呢被处理，这里的 processed 是一个 PP 过去分词，所以呢你要让你的退税被处理好，时间点是在你呢通过安检之前，因为呢你将没有办法做这件事 do it 就是做这个退税的事 at the gate 在登机口的时候。
Olivia says, okay, I'll head directly to the tax refund counter now. I'll go there now.
然后呢 Olivia 就说好的，我现在就朝着这个退税的柜台去。
Thank you again for your help.
再次谢谢你的帮助。
And the staff member says, no problem. If you have any further questions, please feel free to come back anytime. This means if you have any more questions, then feel free to come back here anytime. Except after you go through the gate. Then sorry.
对所以呢这个 staff member 他就说没问题的那如果你有任何这个再进一步的问题，其他的问题，那么请呢随时都可以回来。
And feel free is just, it's something that we say in English. It means it's kind of like, don't worry about it. It's feel free to do something.
Just come back.
Yeah. Okay, so that is our dialogue. We'll take a quick break and come back with today's vocabulary and phrases. Okay, we are back and looking at today's vocabulary, our words and phrases. The first one we talked about is receipts. And we also learned that process can be a noun or a verb. The tax refund process is a noun. To process something is a verb. We also learned the word proceed to a place. Proceed means go ahead and do something or go somewhere. Go ahead. We learned the word counter, which we use all the time. 柜台, right? Mm-hmm. We also learned the word minimum. A minimum amount had to be spent to get the money back. We also learned the word luggage, the bags that you carry on a plane, and we learned commercial for commercial purposes. And the last phrase was feel free to do something. Feel free. Go ahead. No problem. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
No worries. So those are our words and phrases for today, and we are out of time. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.